Hello and welcome to this review of the Rake Chronicles, a historical romance book series by Lydia Lloyd. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot, and you're watching Random Olive Reads. First up is When the Duke Loved Me, which is book one of the series. If you enjoy romances that involved a mystery or a quest, this one will definitely be for you. We start with a garden tryst that ends badly when a duke's heir and a country miss find out that the person that they're trysting with is a longtime family enemy due to prior scandal. We jump 7 years later to find out that John, the new Duke, is stuck executing an arduous component of his father's will in order to prevent further scandal to be heaped onto his sister's reputation. He needs to find his father's former lover and give her an annuity to fulfill the will and save his sister's dowry. So he needs the help of that woman's niece, Catherine, who has also borne the brunt of the old family scandal and now lives in poverty with the family of a baronet. Over the course of the book, we learn that the old Duke's indiscretion was revealed loudly and caused a great deal of upheaval for both families involved. Catherine agrees to help John locate her aunt in exchange for money, but she has little hope of finding the woman who ran off and was never seen again. When John and Catherine try to stay serious and professional, it's clear that they're still attracted to each other and wish that their family circumstances weren't so complicated. I really enjoyed learning more about the past scandal as bits and pieces of the history unfolded while they were on this road trip quest. Next up was When the Viscount Wanted Me. Henrietta is a beautiful and sought after debutante who has a tryst with a man she believes to be her friend, but now that guy's being overly pushy about marriage. Trem overhears the man lamenting over Henrietta's rejection and suspects that the man is trying to ruin Henrietta's reputation. Being her brother's best friend, Trem tries to resolve the issue by questioning the lady. Turns out the pushy guy's accusations were true, and now Trem sees Henrietta in a new and attractive light. They pretty quickly start their own affair and end up engaged in the process. Henrietta has had a long standing crush on Trem and is pleased that he desires her in return, but is keeping secrets about her parentage and worries over Trem's reaction. This book was high in the steam, quick on the getting together, and also high in external drama. When the Earl Desired Me is book three of the series. This one is a second chance romance between an earl and a former maid in his house who he has not seen in 13 years. Augustus and Olivia had a secret relationship many years ago until she disappears out of the blue and leaves him heartbroken. It turns out she received a note from him dismissing her and asking her to leave. Clearly, he was not the one to leave the note, but it doesn't change the fact that she has left the country. She's back now as a lady's companion, and these two have a chance to reconnect. Augustus is determined to never let her out of his sight again and is serious in his intentions for her. It also turns out that his rakish reputation is not what it seems, and I love how he reveals all of this to Olivia. Super steamy and sweet all at once. When the Lord Adored Me is a novella that's part of the Rake Chronicle series. Lady Petunia is off on an adventure through Europe with her mother after rejecting her best friend Lord Edgar's proposal. And when she's busy with another man, she realizes she made a horrible mistake and would rather be with Edgar. As soon as she gets home, she goes to belatedly accept his proposal, but he spent the past year trying to get over her and realized that they're total opposites and might not be able to really build a marriage together. Somehow they end up in a 12 Days of Christmas bargain at Edgar's brother's townhouse that's used for liaisons. We're in for a steamy treat for most of the book, but still with amazing emotional connection and depth. I loved this quick and dirty read. When the Marquess Needed Me is book four in the conclusion to the series. Leith is pretty much the most uptight and repressed sort of fellow I've ever read and basically beds all of his mistresses completely clothed and in a perfunctory nature. It all changes with Beatrice, though, who demands to be bedded with more skill and variety as she learns to be a good courtesan. Of course, everyone gets their feelings involved, and both of these people need to let go of their separate hangups, but it was really nice to see these two people communicate well and let down their walls. Loads of spice, flirting, banter, and a whole lot of teary eyed emotional support. This was an excellent conclusion to the series. This series is interconnected by four best friends known in society as the Rakes. I loved how delightfully complicated their romances were and how they all slowly but surely succumbed to love. This was a super steamy set of books here and one of my favorite series to read. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found a book or five to add to your TBR. Links to all of these books are in the description box. Like and subscribe to get updates, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.